Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 4. We're going to be going into the Temple of the Forsaken today, and let's actually just mark it off, the Fallen Temple, and hopefully taking out Elias. Now, we could push up to like level 65, we could really make ourselves a lot more survivable, but I think we're probably strong enough to take him out with our resistances being almost completely maxed out. As long as we're sensible about how we do the attacking and, you know, drink an elixir of death evasion, like there's a lot of stuff that we can do to help out, is what I'm thinking. Now, before we go in there, I think we will run one more dungeon just for sanity's sake. Let's have the precision elixir, and we're gonna run a 19. Death pulse, sure. Resistance breakers, that's interesting. Up to 15%, should be fine. But this is going to give us a very solid feeling on our survivability, and it will get us a little bit more XP. It's going to get us a little bit more Paragon points, etc., etc. All of that being very handy. The other thing I should do during this episode is check to see if there's a Helltide or if there's a world boss that's likely to spawn. But for now, we're going to just warm up with a little bit of stabbing on these guys. The death pulse is going to be really interesting because I don't know how dangerous it's likely to be. Probably not hugely dangerous, but when you get a lot of mobs together, I could see it very quickly escalating. Ooh, wobble spooning soon in fractured piece. Maybe we'll do that first. What we'll do is we'll very quickly have a look at the map. 15 minutes. Yeah, that's enough time to do this dungeon. And then we'll go over, we'll do the world boss, and then we'll do the temple right at the end, is what I'm thinking. Seems like a reasonable plan. Man, he just died in a big old pot, didn't he? I see you over here. Now, we do want to put our Paragon points in, but while we've got a little bit of time urgency, we don't have to do it right this second. Okay, we've got another Animus carrier up here. Get right on you. Oh, that was the cutest little jump. Not particularly effective, but dodge out of that. So yeah, the explosions do a little bit of damage. Honestly, they're not bad for what we're facing. And these mobs, of course, are level 73, so it gives a really good indicator that we're going to be fine at the next world tier for our damage output and survivability. We'll have obviously worse resistances, but that's something that we can address with better gems, is what I'm thinking. And also gradually getting better equipment. Yeah, my biggest concern at the next difficulty level would be Bloodseekers, just because of how hard they hit, but I think he is the last one. There we go. So now we can look for where we can hand this Animus in. We've almost got a second Paragon point actually from this, so good XP coming in. I am noticing that our healing isn't super amazing, which is it's fine in itself, but it is something that we want to watch out for. Because like we've got the hemomancy helping us out, but that's pretty much it in terms of things that are giving us more health. Oh yeah, that's a little spicy.
Rivers of crimson to open the door at the bottom of these tunnels. Our sacrifice shall be rewarded.
Okay, we're looking for bloodstone.
All hail the
To put on the pedestal.
and her divine blood.
Yeah, like that's getting a little bit painful. Grab this. Dodge most of that. And a lot of it's going to be making sure we actually use our damage reduction abilities, like making sure we do combat play so we get the might damage reduction. Now, the might damage reduction we get is 20%, so it's significant, but if we get frozen in place for too long, we won't have the opportunity to actually put it out. And that's where we might run into difficulty with stuff. You. Gonna drink a potion. There we go. That's 2 Paragon points we've got queued up. This pedestal must be close by. Get the trousers. Most of the stuff that I'm picking up, we just end up salvaging up, and we don't really get any benefit for it. We're probably as full on materials as we're ever going to need to be. And I think that's probably something that that the game is missing, because in Diablo 3, for instance, there was the crafting system where you could craft recipes, get better items from that, even set items. We don't have set items in Diablo 4. I know they're likely to come in the future, but there's a lot of things that are missing from the bat. And I say missing because it's an assumption that like it should be in there. My assumption, of course, not necessarily Blizzard's assumption, especially the way they've dealt with aspects. It's, you know, it's a subset of unique items, the set items, subset, superset, whichever way you want to look at it. It's an extra mechanic that they don't have in right now, and that could be purely down to balancing, or it could be that thematically they just didn't want it at this point in the history. But there were set items in Diablo 2, and this is within the lifespan of characters of Diablo 2, so for me, I fail to see why it wouldn't be included. Alright, still got 9 minutes to get over for the world boss. So we've got lots of time. And there we go. Let's grab that sacred ring. We are full. Right, we'll drop that. So we can grab the sacred ring. And we'll put everything into revenge as we have been doing. Okay. Back to town. We'll put our points in. We'll just have a... Ooh, just have a quick look at some of our stuff. Sometimes I think that the Blizzard random number generators are pseudo-random because we had a long time of getting a lot of boots-related things, and we've just got a second Skullbreakers thing in a relatively short period of time. And that's a pretty good roll on it. So, 22 to 40. Yeah, I feel like this will end up being 30%, of course. So it is slightly better than the one we've got. It's one we're going to extract rather than salvage up. Because if we get an ancient item, we can put it on that, and that's going to be even better. So, a welcome addition to our kit. This... It's got a reasonable lucky hit chance boost. Damage while berserking is nice. Overall, the item power is worse. I think we don't bother. Oh! That is... We're definitely extracting this, because this is a almost perfect roll on the increase in armor. That is super nice. Right. 2 things to extract, and then we will head across for the world boss. In fact, heading across for the world boss. 6 minutes. Let's go to Kyovashad now. And then we'll ride in there. Exciting times. Exciting times. So we're doing the world boss at this rather than at tier 4 because we know we're going to be survivable. We definitely can manage it. And also because it's right here. We need to get 12 by the end of the season, which is going to be fine. It's going to be very manageable. Okay, extracted both of those. So, Skull Breakers. That comes down here. So we have Berserk Gripping over that side. We have Dire Whirlwind. We have Skull Breakers. And the other one was Disobedience. Do we have another Disobedience? Actually, that should go there because that is perfect. I don't think we have... No, we don't have Disobedience yet. So Disobedience will sit there because it's nearly perfect, but not quite. Still very happy with that. Okay, we were pushing across for this legendary node.
Not while I'm in town.
In the meantime, let's ride on out. What are you going to tell me about? Tell me about the Helltide.
Can you feel it, Wanderer? Like so on the coast, the tides.
Yeah. Don't care enough, but give me the little bit of XP for pretending to listen to you. Okay, to get over here, it's going to be as fast to just ride. So let's ride. We've got like 5 minutes to make it. We're not going to put on any specific potions for this world boss. We should just be able to tank our way through it. I will, however, grab Galavine on the way because we always need more herbs. Especially Biteberry. I so rarely come over to this point. So another thing we need to do is we need to kill each world boss once at Torment 4. We could save all of our world boss fights until we're in Torment 4, but we're going to need to be a much higher level in order to do them. So I'd rather push towards something that I know we can achieve right now, which is the 12 world bosses. And then we'll... Oh, it's going to be Avarice the Gold Cursed again. That's fine. 3 minutes 20. Yeah, I'd rather push towards something that we can do now than wait for something that we might be able to do in the future. Let's spend our blood. Prey on the Weak. Yep, we'll keep putting that up. Cursed Touch. Keep putting that up. Right now, we're looking to get all of our powers up to rank 3. Jagged Spikes or Prey on the Weak? Ooh, Prey on the Weak, I think. None of these are great for us. Glowing Veins, Prey on the Weak. Prey on the Weak keeps going up. If we're lucky, we'll get one more up to rank 3. But it probably would be quite lucky. Didn't quite get it. We can go and kill the council again. We've got quite a few lures from what I remember. I forget how many whispers we have from the Tree of Whispers. We got 1 minute 46. Let's step out of the area quickly. Maybe we've got none. Oh yeah, we've got no favors right at the moment. We might be fighting Avarice the Gold Curse by ourselves, which is fine, but will be a bit more difficult. So that's another 19 that we got. Possibly the most useful thing. Elixir of Fortitude's not bad, actually. We'll save the Elixir of Fortitude for when we're going up against Elias. While that's doing its thing, let's make sure we don't have any Smouldering Ashes that we want to put in. So for the season journey, we're going to need more Cinders. Defeat every boss in World Tier 4, as I said. Complete the Tier 50 dungeon. That's going to take a while. Potion to Major. Reach level 90. Defeat Grigwara in Torment 4. Defeat the Beast in Eyes in level 4. Defeat Varshan in level 4. Zir in level 4. And Ancestral Legendary items in every slot. So we need to be in World Tier 4, really, to progress this further. We could also go try and do some PvP stuff, but I think that's unlikely because it would have to become Hatred's Chosen, which means killing a lot. And in hardcore, people aren't really going to be lining up for PvP. At least that's my feeling on it. Hi!
I need more fury.
We might not have enough time to do this by ourselves. It's fun to try, definitely fun to try, but this thing has a lot of health. Like a hell of a lot of health. So, hypothetically, we're almost like halfway through one of the sections. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sections. Yeah, I don't think we've got enough damage output for this by ourselves.
I'm not ready yet.
Because most of our damage comes from the Thornsing. It's going to be fun to try, as I said, but we're already like 2 minutes in. So we're very survivable, very tanky. But we definitely don't have the damage output to take it out. Almost got one full segment down. You don't get anything from partial, is the frustrating thing. Okay, I think we're gonna have to call it there. As fun as this is, it's not gonna happen the way we want it to. So we'll save the time, and yeah, we'll go kill Elias. So back to Fate's Retreat, and in we'll go. Yeah, the big downside to the way we need to fight is most of our damage is reactionary. And that just doesn't really work well for bosses that attack you once in a while and do one hit that does a lot of damage. Now, if we were returning damage based on the amount of damage they were putting out, that could be kind of interesting. But it is not the case. So, hurry on through all of this and get ourselves into the dungeon. Yep. Kill a couple of things outside. We could, well, just before we fight Elias, it would be worth us checking if we can upgrade any of our gems further. But I suspect there's not going to be much else we could do. Like we could swap all of our Thorns damage over for rubies, for instance, to increase our health pool. But that's not going to help us kill him faster. That's just going to help keep us alive.
Cursed. This place is cursed.
Sure, whatever you say, mate. We are here to do a thing. Okay, sacred boots. Let's keep moving around. Really want to get those with the damage reduction aura gone sooner rather than later. The mobs themselves are going to be a lower level than what we were fighting in the dungeon. In the Nightmare dungeon, that is. Let's get a bit more of our Thorns damage going. Oi! Right. Grab the old mace. I do love our execution for the rank and file mobs because they have a lot of health, so being able to hit them with that is really kind of vital for doing things quickly. And doing things quickly is obviously good because speed, but it also means they've got less time to attack you. The best defense is a good offense. Okay, we've recovered all of our healing potions from our run on the boss. So we keep moving around this chapel. Oh yeah, get a nice big group together. So some of these things do hit quite hard, which is it's actually really good for us to see that because it gives us an expectation that, you know, we're not going to be just safe within the dungeon. Ooh, hello, sacred gloves. this makes me think. Let's drink the Death Evasion now, just in case we have any explodables who decide they're going to crop up and cause us any trouble.
I need more fury.
Because these guys we can mostly just tank our way through. But we should definitely err on the side of caution. So, Bloodstone. That's going to go on the pedestal, and we'll head through and grab the next. So, feeding around the cursed halls. Can't go through that way. That's where we're going to be coming back out from.
I'm low on fury.
And yeah, I think most of like the little rank and file mobs will be killing with Hemomancy before they really become a problem to us. But when you've got a hardcore character, you definitely want to err on the side of caution with survivability. I'm a risky player anyway, and if I'm preaching caution, then you know it's a good idea. Hey, there's another Paragon point. We're getting some nice drops in here, but I can't wait until we're at the next world tier and getting the proper ancestral items. We'll put the point into dexterity. Can't go in there yet. Got to keep going round.
I'm out of fury.
This whole area just encourages you to rush through, really. A little bit of poison on the ground. Don't care too much. Right, Razor Pulse. You apparently are able to steal my health, so let's get you killed before you regen. And we'll take this out. So this is the part I was worried about potentially exploding and dying. And it's mostly because if they come out the ground and if you've got a lot of busy stuff on the screen, you may not see and notice. Okay, let's plug this in. I am quite nervous about this. We're level 64. Going to be going up against Elias, and he is pretty nasty. And we're a Thorns-based character. Right, let's increase our maximum life by 20%. Get some big kills on the Animus carriers. And we'll kind of do a bit of a wall hug while we look for where these guys are. Wow, that's all of the Animus. Alright. I am not going to complain if we have it ready to go early.
Don't have enough fury.
But I will try and get some more kills and XP before we move on. Don't think it's ever going to be enough to bump us up another level, but ooh, he totally charged into me, killed himself, but sent me flying. Absolutely demolished that shaman. So yeah, we rely on doing damage in order for our armor to be high. I think that's really where things are going to feel strange for us going up against Elias as a boss. Like, we're going to have to keep being aggressive. A little chest. That's where we're dropping it off. I see you guys doing your little guardian thing over here.
I'm out of fury.
Okay, this is it. Let's try not to die. So getting straight in with increasing our armor. Trying to keep away from a lot of his ultra damaging attacks for the sake of it. Oh, he is going down so quick. Oh, please, everything attack me. Everything else attacked me. All that flaring Thorns damage. And we're ready to move up to the next world tier. That's awesome. That is so good. So, we're going to bump the world tier up, definitely. And then probably we can do some nightmare dungeons. We want to go, not to Ked Bardu. We're going to go to Kyovashad. We can see exactly how bad our resistances are.
Not while I'm in town.
Okay, Torment is unlocked. We didn't have any whispers, so that's not a problem. Ooh, we're gonna salvage that up. We're gonna salvage that up. We're gonna salvage that up. Salvage. Salvage. And salvage. So everything is going under the hammer, and we are starting new, effectively.
You, wanderer, I know what you are.
Let's go salvage.
So, gone, 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 gone. It's giving us all a whole bunch of materials, which is really nice, of course.
Come back if you need work.
And we can spend a little blood that we got from Elias as well. Not entirely worthless. Not entirely worthless. Right, what is going to be our next best option? Probably salvaging up our sigils and then generating brand new ones.
I can take common, turn it special.
So we need at least a 20 if we're going to run it at this difficulty level. So let's fingers crossed. 25, that's a bit much. 23 is better. I guess we're doing a 23. This is going to be quite a bit higher than we were previously, so it might be very dangerous, but we still have that death protection. And we're rapidly going to get more experience in this as well. Okay, we're looking for the corruption hearts.
Don't have enough fury.
I mean, things are still dying from our thorns, which is great. That was quite painful in the middle of all that, not gonna lie. Right, let's put this point in. More willpower. Really hope we don't run into the butcher in this. The mobs we're going up against in here are 12 levels higher than us, even having just gained a level, so it is higher than we should be facing. But we are pretty strong. Pretty strong, not completely strong. Ooh, that was a little close. Almost gained another paragon point.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, we're going to be drinking potions as we move because we need all the life we can have. Plus, we've got the potion on for that extra 20%. Blast Wave Shrine, that'll help us clear mobs. Just watching the Thorns taking their health down is really satisfying.
I'm not ready yet.
I think that was probably made significantly easier by the Blast Wave Shrine. I'm not going to lie, I'm under no delusions from that. Let's put the point into strength. One of the issues isn't so much that the mobs are a higher level than us. It is that there is a mechanic for damage reduction based on relative level. So if something is a significantly higher level than you, it's going to be painful. And that's the way the game works. Is that everything? Can I move on? I can. Okay, what do we need to do in the underground thicket? Animus from Animus carriers. That's okay. I definitely feel like we're not not blocking as much damage as I would like, but we are getting so much XP from this. Oh, that's not a secret. That's just an unusual room. All right, let's put this point in. One more will get us our next legendary node, which is gonna super boost our damage output. Okay. Annoying guy's gone. That was a little painful, not gonna lie. Well, we've got this berserking. Grab that sigil. That's going to allow us to go into a different dungeon at some point. This is getting a little painful. Let's back slightly out of it. But he's going to explode. Give him space to do that. And point goes in. Each time we make an enemy vulnerable, our damage is increased by 10%. Up to 50%. And we make enemies vulnerable all the time. I mean, I'm tempted to try, but honestly, I'm probably not going to keep you all alive. So, what do you think? Give it a go? Now, I'm going to try and whirl them together. But it relies on so much. Everyone attack me. Everyone come here. If we can do that. Can we do that? I don't know.
I'm not ready yet.
Well, we pulled them all in. There's still 2 adventurers left somehow. Everyone attack me. Alright, we got knocked out, but I think we did it. That was a lot of experience. Don't think anyone actually survived that though. I think there was way too many explosions at the end. Right. So, next up, extra damage being dealt or extra life? Probably extra life is going to be the most useful. I want to go up and across this way as well, but this is relatively close by. More animus carriers. Get away from him while he explodes, and then kill the little bits. still need a little bit more animus. So now the mobs are only 11 levels higher than us. So we're almost fighting them at the right level. And when I say the right level, I mean the right level for experience efficiency, not for like dungeon clear speed efficiency. Because there is a big difference in those concepts. Let's definitely not be prevented from moving. Okay, we can deposit the animus and move on. Just before we go in, we'll finish up by clearing these guys out. Put one more point in. That's going to go down here. And I'm going to wait just a couple of seconds for our various stats to come back. Oh, look at this. We're getting so many ancestral things, but not ancestral legendaries. Khazra Abomination. Trying to keep my Thorns level nice and high on this. So I'm alternating between Whirlwind and the combat play. Except when I have Berserk available, when I really want to be just whirling around him. Or if he's stunned. If he's stunned, then, you know, we'll do all the spinning.
I'm not ready yet.
There we go. Took a bit longer than I would have liked to kill him, but ooh, there's potentially some very fun things to get out of this. Alright, points are all going into revenge, as they have done previously. And we have a potentially very nice axe, which we could put the Skullbreakers thing onto. So let's have a look at this. Our current one does damage over time, basic skill damage core, and ultimate. This does vulnerable, ultimate, damage to crowd controlled, and damage to slowed. So damage to slowed is fine, but we could re-roll it. What I really want to do before I make a decision on that is find out whether ultimate skill damage actually counts as berserking skill damage. Because it doesn't specifically say it in there. And if we go down to our various skills, this is an ultimate, but this is an ultimate, and this is an ultimate, and these actually deal damage. So that's going to be the question that I need to investigate. We'll put points into Jagged Spikes, and I think we'll just salvage up the rest of the items that we've got. Let's have a look at this. Potion drop rate, don't care. Fire resist is nice. Dodge chance, not useful for the way we play. So this is going to go under the hammer as well. Either way, I'd say we've had a very successful start in Tier 4. That can go. This can go, and this can go, and this is the one that we're potentially going to switch over, but I'll do some research off camera before making that decision. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for some more Diablo 4. See you soon.